Hello everyone! Do you need to decorate but have a really tight budget for the holiday season? Well, keep watching because I'm going to show you how to make two beautiful and elegant decor pieces using paper you already have around your house. And this video is a collaboration with Mom from Momdas Handmade and Donna from Creartive by Nature. Their channels and the playlist will be linked in the description box below this video. First off is this beautiful paper snowflake that looks intricate but is very easy to make. So here are the supplies you'll need for this first DIY. So let's get started. First, on your 11-inch side of paper, you're going to measure out 8 inches. Then you're going to do the same thing on the other 11-inch side of your paper, measure out 8 inches, and of course mark them with a dot. Next, you're going to connect the two dots using a ruler if you have a long enough ruler. Here I'm just using the cover of a notebook because I didn't have such a long ruler. And you're going to draw a straight line right across. Now cut off the extra 3 inches. Now on your 8.5-inch side, you're going to measure out 1/2 inch on one end of your paper and 1/2 inch on the other side of the paper. Next, you're going to connect those dots and make a straight line, and then cut that extra 1/2 inch off. So you're left with a square piece of paper. Next, you're going to hold your paper in a diamond shape and fold it halfway into a triangle. Then line your ruler up with one edge of the triangle and measure out 1-inch intervals and just mark it with a dot. Don't worry if it's not perfect when you get to the end and there's some extra or a little less. That's not going to affect how your snowflake turns out. So turn your paper around and do the same thing on the other edge of the triangle. Then for the last edge, you're going to also do the same thing and measure out in 1-inch intervals. Next, you're going to start connecting your dots from the open edge of the triangle to the folded edge of the triangle. And you're going to connect your 1-inch dots in order. They're not going to be completely 1 inch all the way down. As you can see there is a wider gap at the top between the lines and then going narrower towards the folded edges. Now you're going to make 5 lines on one side going in one direction, and then on the other open edge you're going to start connecting your dots and make 5 lines. So you're going to connect 5 pairs of dots on each side, if that makes sense. Next, you're going to count 2 rows down, and using the middle diamond as a place marker, you're going to put 2 dots where they intersect with the other diamonds on either side of that middle diamond, as you can see here. And you're going to go all the way down to the very last full diamond, so that way you're left with 2 triangles at the bottom. Next, cut along your line towards your dot and stop at the dots. Do this for each one of your strips. And so you're left with it looking like this. Now open it out and place it in front of you in a diamond shape with your cut sort of triangles on the top and the bottom. So now you're just going to connect your first 2 middle triangles together at the tip, okay, making it a rounded sort of shape. Then flip your paper around and do the same for the second triangle. Then flip again, glue them together, press them down and hold. Repeat that again. And then one last time. Now when you're done, it should look like this in a very intricate spiral design. And this is just one arm of your snowflake. So go ahead and repeat this 6 more times. As you can see here, I've made 2 already. So I need to make 4 more. So now you'll take the edges of your snowflake and you're going to line them up so the points are lined up, and you're just gonna glue your edges together. So at the center point. So this will be the middle of your snowflake. And this is what it looks like when 2 of them are glued together. Now go ahead and glue 3 of them here together. And go ahead and glue the 3rd one on, and the 4th. And then for the last 2, I glued the 2 on together before I glued it onto the middle of the snowflake. And you're going to want to glue them in the opposite direction to how you were gluing the other snowflakes. Now we have our main snowflake form, but as you can see, the individual arms of the snowflakes are flopping every which way. So we're now going to glue the touch points of the arms. Okay, so that is the middle parts of the arms that round out. We're going to glue those together to make it more stable. So go ahead and do that for each snowflake arm. And when you're finished, you should end up with a sturdy, elegant, beautiful looking snowflake. Attach some string by measuring out your string as to how long you would like it, doubling it over, and just adding some tape to keep it in place. And there you have it, a beautiful snowflake to hang anywhere you would like. Next up is this beautiful gold glitter poinsettia, or you can also call it a snowflake. Here are the supplies you'll need. Let's start by cutting our paper towel roll about 3/4 of an inch wide. And you're going to need 5 of these. You can do 7 if you want it to look more full, but 5 will be enough to give you a nice effect. I did pinch the ends of the paper towel roll, so I just kind of flattened it out and pinched the 2 ends so I would get that nice pointed edge. Next, you're going to go ahead and paint your paper towel rolls pieces on the outside and also the inside with your white acrylic paint. So now the next step is optional. You could leave your pieces white and just stick them together to form your poinsettia or your star, but I wanted them to be sparkly gold. So I placed some Mod Podge in a bowl and sprinkled some gold glitter inside. And then I painted each piece over again with my Mod Podge, and I left it to dry. Once the pieces were dry, I tried gluing them with some school glue. But as you can see, they didn't stick very well, even after holding them in place for about a minute. So then I just decided to use my trusty glue gun and glue these together. And be careful when you are gluing your pieces together. The hot glue, you are able to feel it through the paper, so just be careful you don't burn your fingers. Now, when I was finished, I did take a look at it, and although it can be just fine the way it is right now, I wanted it personally to be a little bit more gold and a little bit more sparkly. So I took out my Mod Podge again, and I mixed another mixture of the Mod Podge and the gold sparkles, And here you can see I'm adding quite a bit of gold sparkle because I really wanted it to be really gold and very sparkly. So I just kept adding glitter until I was satisfied with my mixture. And then I began to paint over my poinsettias. This time they were attached together, but I did the exact same thing, painting them on the outside and then also on the inside. And then when I was done Mod Podging them, I just set them on the paper to dry. Once they were dry, I just added some gold thread again to this at the length that I wanted. I just threaded it through one of the loops in the poinsettia and then gave it a knot on the top. And that was it. It was ready to be hung. And so this is what it looks like, all three hung together. I decided to hang it over my window. You can hang it anywhere that you'd like, but I really think it looks really neat with the light shining through the snowflake and shining on the gold glittered poinsettias or stars. So I hope you found these DIYs useful and easy to do, but yet still beautiful and elegant. And they really make a statement and an impact in your home. I hope you'll try them. And if you do, please tag me on Instagram at Journey to Home Sweet Home. I would love to see them. If you're new here, please subscribe. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the bell notification button so that you don't miss any more of my videos. And thank you guys so much for watching.